Assalamualaikum. Welcome you all in this online class. Myself Imran Ahmed, science teacher, Cantonment Public School and College, Shahdpur. Today I am going to discuss a topic from chapter 3 of class 8 science book, and our today's topic of discussion is diffusion. And before going to our main discussion, at first I want to discuss something about the structure of matters. All you know, we have three types of matter in this universe. One is solid matter, another one is liquid matter, and the third one is gaseous matter. And if we consider the structure of these matters, we know the matter forms by the particles, small particles. So in solid matter, the particles remain very close in contact. In solid matter, no intercellular gaps are present. But in case of liquid matter, the matter forming particles remains far from each other, little bit far from each other. That means it bears the intercellular gap between these two. These particles can change its position, and if we consider the gaseous matter, then we can see the gaseous matter forming particles remain very far from each other. That means it can change its position very easily. So these are the structure of different types of matters. And now diffusion. What is diffusion? At first, remember this diffusion like this. Diffusion, this die means two and fusion means to mix up. That means to mix up two elements from each other is called the diffusion. So if we define this diffusion, then we can say under the same temperature and pressure, to spread something, to diffuse something from its higher concentrated area to lower concentrated area is called diffusion. Clear? And this diffusion occurs in liquid and gaseous matter. Diffusion is not possible in solid matter. Suppose this is a duster, this is solid matter. If I pour some color drops or ink, then and put it for 2 hours, then after 2 hours we can see the ink or color droplets remain in same position, and all the portion of this duster remain unchanged. But if we put color crystals in water, then what we see after some time, we can see, suppose this is liquid matter or liquid solution. If we put here color crystals, then these color crystals start to diffuse and it occupies the space, this blank space. So to clarify this thing, here this is a beaker and here I put blue vitriol, a piece of blue vitriol here, and after some time we can see this blue vitriol covers the whole water in bluish color. So this is diffusion. And here this is a gas cylinder. Suppose this is any type of spray, and the gaseous substance remain inside this cylinder in very high pressure. And when we squeeze this, when we try to press this, then the very concentrated gaseous element comes out and it mixes up with our environmental air. So this is diffusion of gaseous substance. So this gaseous diffusion occurs in liquid and gaseous matter. So diffusion is very important. Diffusion is discussed in chemistry and also discussed in biology. In both the subject, this diffusion is very important. In plant, in animals, that means in living organisms, diffusion plays very important role. Okay, the waters from the soil particles, the water which present in the gap of soil comes inside the root hair, that means cell of root hair, through this diffusion. And in this time a very important phenomena works. This is diffusion pressure deficit. diffusion pressure deficit. This is very important thing. Here the water potential outside the plant cell, the water potential is very high, and inside the plant cell water potential is very low. That's why from high water potential area to low water potential area, water enters. This is diffusion, and this DPD, diffusion pressure deficit, all you will get the knowledge of this diffusion pressure deficit in your next class. Simply here you understand water potential. Where the water potential is high, from that portion the water passes to the lower water potential area. This is simply DPD. And now this diffusion regulates by different factors. This is temperature, atmospheric pressure, concentration of molecules, and concentration of solution. Suppose you are crossing a restaurant or in front of a hotel, then very attractive smell of delicious food items come to your nose. This smell how comes in your nose? This is by the process of diffusion, and these food are cooked on a oven. That means the aroma particles which is present in this food, it gets the kinetic energy and it change its position and travels through air and comes to your nose. This is the hidden mystery of this. So temperature, if we increase the temperature, then the rate of kinetic energy is increases. That's why diffusion also increases. So if we increase the temperature, then the diffusion rate increases. Then atmospheric pressure, second one is atmospheric pressure. If we apply pressure or if we want to compress something, then it can't diffuses anymore. So if we increase the atmospheric pressure, then the rate of diffusion become low. Rate of diffusion is low. Then concentration of molecules. Suppose in this beaker, here I drop these one color crystals, okay, and very small in size. But if I drop here a very large size color crystals, so here the concentration or the amount of color crystal is increases. So these large piece of color crystals make this water equally colorful very fast. So this is concentration of molecule. If the concentration of molecule is high, then the diffusion rate is also high. Then concentration of solution. Concentration of solution, that means here this is our water. If I take this color crystal instead of water in different highly concentrated solution like milk, okay, this is more concentrated than water, then these color crystal diffuses little bit slower. So concentration of solution also controls the diffusion. That's all about the diffusion regulating factors. And now the importance of diffusion. Diffusion is very important in living world. All you know, during photosynthesis, green plant uses carbon dioxide to make carbohydrate, glucose. So here the carbon dioxide is main raw material for this process, photosynthesis. So this carbon dioxide enters inside the leaf through this diffusion process. Again, in respiration, all you know, we need oxygen to break down the complex food particles, carbohydrate, and to release the energy. During this respiration, this thing occurs. So this oxygen enters in our body through this diffusion process. This is another importance of diffusion. Then internal movement of water and minerals in plant cell. This is also occurs by diffusion process. Okay. Then the plant, again we can mention the opening and closing of stomata. opening and closing of stomata is also controlled by this process. Okay, then due to this diffusion, the plant cell become turgid. Clear? And diffusion is also responsible for the different types of activity, and as well as in case of animal cell, different types of gases like oxygens, carbon dioxide is diffuses inside our body and outside our body through this process of diffusion. So that's all from diffusion, and I hope all you are able to understand what is diffusion and what are the diffusion regulating factors and how the element molecules diffuses in different substances, liquid substances and gaseous substances, and the importance, what are the importance of this diffusion. I hope all you got this diffusion. That's all for today, and we will join again with our next class on osmosis in my next lecture. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.